Hello, hello, and hello. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Ben. I am your best friend, Ben, and this is the Benjamin Adventures. Listen, check it out. I tried my best to sit here tonight and stay on and not go on until 8:30, exactly on the dot. But guess what? It got crazy and I couldn't do it, so here I am. Listen, so sorry I'm late. Listen, how is everybody? Listen. How are you? It is actually, let me make sure I get this right because I love to say it. It is July the 1st, 2025. How crazy is that? TikTok, I don't know about y'all, but that sounds real crazy to me because 2025 is halfway over because it is actually, today is July 1st, so 7 months. So we on the downside, y'all. We are on the downside. That's crazy. Listen, let me check my sound over here. I know I can hear it here, but I'd love to make sure that I could hear it on the phone myself. Let me go in here and say, I think I can. And we're there. All right. Check it out. Listen, so what I want to talk to you all about tonight is so many times I get on here and I say a few things and talk about a few things. But tonight, what I want to talk about is this. I want to talk about, most of you all know that I call myself your best friend, Ben. All right. And why do I call myself your best friend, Ben? Is actually a lot of good things. Okay. I try to make sure that everyone understands that when having a best friend, that person is there for a lot of reasons. Okay, so you all know me, and I'm on this thing as little fun stuff to do. I am a J Shady certified life coach. I love all the things, so I actually don't have a certain niche, but I do love it all, and I do like to make sure TikTok that you do have a connection to your intuition, your spiritual man, your soul man, and all of that stuff because that is very important to me, and you have to be connected somewhere along the way. All right. So what I'm going to say to you is this: I looked up tonight. I said, Ben. You say I am your best friend, Ben. So I said, you know what? Let me go and y'all know what I like to do, TikTok. Y'all know just what I like to do. I'm like, let's go back to Google over here to the thing. And I said, you know what, Google, what does best friend mean? I know that sounds crazy, but listen, we've got to narrow it down and we got to be real with this. I say, Google, what does best friend mean? It says a person's closest friend. TikTok, a person's closest friend. Okay. A person's closest and dearest friend. It says people define relationships differently. They define friendships differently. Okay, so I like to dig into that because you know what? We all need a best friend. We all need somebody that's there for us. We all need somebody to tell us the truth and not always sugarcoat stuff. Okay, so in this world where we are today, we cannot continue to have people to sugarcoat things for us. Okay, so let me tell you this. So basically, when you're talking about best friends and friendships, you're talking about a lot of things. But tonight, I'm talking about your best friend, Ben, and what best friend means. So if you go in there, it says, you know what? Describing what makes a true friend can be challenging. Describing what makes a true friend can be challenging, TikTok, because we all have our own meanings of what we think friends are and what we think friends should be. That's okay. I'm here for whatever. But let me tell you something. So when I look it up, it says some characteristics of a true friendship actually is empathy. Where did you just go? Empathy, selflessness. Ooh, that's good right there. Selflessness and trustworthiness. Y'all listen. Some of y'all done lost me on trustworthiness because y'all can't even stay trustworthy. You heard what I said. Some of y'all can't even stay trustworthy. So we got to keep it together, right? All right, so listen, I'm going to go ahead and go past that and see what else it means. So basically it means it's a true best friend may have common interests, but doesn't always have the same interests as others. We all work as a team. We all like to make each other happy, and we are there for each other. Whoa, that's good. Listen, you all think I kind of chase rabbits around here, but I don't always chase rabbits. All right, let's go back to it. So when I talk about best friends and friendships and things that are important to us, your best friend Ben here. The Benjamin Adventures, that's what I'm doing. So today, what I want to talk about is, everybody doesn't have a true, genuine friend in their corner. Okay, so most of you know that I do hair in the daytime, and that is a passion to me. Coaching is like my next thing right there that gives me life. And in that, sometimes the line is a little bit blurred when it comes to life coaching and friends, life coaching and accountability partners. Um, so tonight, talking about best friends and friends that are very close to you, it's kind of hard because those lines often get blurred. So getting on here tonight, I didn't really have an agenda. As you all know, it was kind of later in the day for me. And so those best friends and the coworkers and the people like that that's in our corner during the day, we have to make sure that we take care of those people and we hold them close. Um, I know I have my best friends. I know I have the people that help me and encourage me and to do all the things and be there for me. But it doesn't always, sometimes you don't always feel them. Sometimes you don't always see them. Sometimes you feel like they're not there enough. All right. But when you have a true best friend, when you have a friend that supports you, encourages you, and is there for you all the time, usually what happens, usually what happens is we take them for granted. That's crazy, right? About taking people for granted. Yeah. Yeah, I said it. We take them for granted. I mean, I could keep on and on and on going about that, but what I want to go deep here to look at is whenever I went into Googling, most of you all know TikTok that I like to Google stuff and I like to keep it honest and open because Google is free and you can look up whatever you want. So basically right here, I said, what is a spiritual meaning of a best friend? Because I think it's important that we are all in touch with our spiritual man, that we are in touch with a higher power, that we are in touch with something that's greater than what we understand. All right. So in spiritual context, it comes up and it says a best friend or a spiritual friend is often seen as someone who helps you grow closer to God or a higher power or encourages spiritual growth, provides support during life's challenges, basically is there for you no matter what. TikTok, there for you no matter what is what I'm talking about. And you all know those friends that are there. People that you don't see all the time, people that you don't know that you may not talk to them every single day. But when you call them, it's like you never missed any time. Okay, so the reason I'm talking about it is some of you all don't know that you have these friends. You need to be getting close to them. Because where we are in life right now and where we are going and the way the world is right now, we've got to know these people. Because these people are going to make up our tribe, our community. And we're going to go full force, full speed ahead with all of these people to our purpose. We're going to create our purpose. We're going to make our purpose. We're going to be what we're supposed to be with these people. And this, when I say Google, what does it mean? Tell me more, Google. It says this type of friendship emphasizes mutual love for one another. Mutual love for one another. You both desire a spiritual well-being. You both desire something better for each other. It's not just because you like the same things or you like the same sports or you like to do the same stuff or you like the same hair color or whatever, or you both like to cook or whatever the hobbies are. It's not that. It's a deep connection that fosters personal and spiritual development between each other. I'm talking about best friends, what it means in a spiritual realm. It's someone that's going to help you grow. If you don't have that someone that's going to help you grow, you better stay tuned to the Benjamin Adventures here because I'm right here. I want to help you grow. I'm known as your best friend, Ben, but I want to make sure you understand a true best friend is there for you to grow and become better and to continue to get better. All right? It's going to be something that it's going to be a person that helps you grow closer to God, to higher power. It's going to help get you to build yourself to just become better. I'm not struggling with what I want to talk about. I just want to make sure you understand these people are there for you, and you have to make sure you acknowledge it and you hold on to these people. All right? A spiritual best friend is someone that helps you grow closer to God, a higher power, encourages and spiritual growth. All during the life's challenges, ups and downs, good and bad. All right. You know, people ask me, Ben, what do you talk about some of the stuff you talk about? I say, because it's close to my heart. TikTok, they say, Ben, why do you talk some of the stuff you talk about? Why? I say, because it's things close to my heart. Because people need to hear things like this that are not coming from your preachers, teachers, pastors, your counselors, all the things. I talked to somebody today. I said, I'm not a counselor. TikTok, I said, I'm not a therapist. I said, I'm your best friend. I'm going to meet you where you are and help you get out of where you are. And I'm going to help you get to where you're going, because I am a friend. I am the person that's going to help hold you up to get to where you're going. We're going to start small. We're going to start small little fragments, small little goals, and we're going forward. When we accomplish those small little goals, before you know it, it's a medium-sized goal, a larger goal. It's incredible, people. So what I have to talk about is your best friend and what it means to make sure you know where your best friend is and where you know who's holding you up, who's supporting you, who's encouraging you to become better and to make sure that you're taking care of your spiritual man, to make sure you're helping for the greater good. It says encourages a spiritual growth. It says a best friend is a spiritual sense. Has a spiritual sense to know that you lying when you say you're doing fine. How many of y'all try to lie to your best friend? You don't, do you? Some of you do. Some of us do sometimes. We're like, I'm fine. No, I don't need you to do that for me. No, I don't need you to help me. No, right? When the truth of it is you lying, because your best friend is somebody that's connected to you. Most of us have best friends for 20 years or longer. Some of us have new best friends that just start today. A best friend helps you become a better person. Helps you get closer to the goals and the spiritual ideals that you have for yourself. Helps you to help you grow into what God has put there for you to be. TikTok. Now listen. I don't even know these people on TikTok tonight. I don't even know who they are over here. They help you and they encourage you to get better. They encourage you, hey, are you doing your daily prayers? Are you meditating? Are you exercising? What are you working on for yourself? Accountability. Your best friend are your accountability partners, the best one. They provide support. A best friend provides support to you. Why do I talk about best friends? Y'all, I'm going to tell you why. Because you need to know who your best friends are in this game of life, because it's getting tough. And it's getting harder every single day. So they're going to provide support for you in good times and bad times. They're always going to be encouraging you. They're going to tell you the truth. They're going to be understanding. They're going to be a safe place for you to discuss your struggles, your wins, your excitements, your losses. They're still supporting you in all of that. Another thing about a best friend is, you know what? You build trust and openness when you have that best friend. And before you know it, you can't even contain yourself, because your best friend's over here pushing you to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And you have so much trust in that person because they have encouraged you to get closer to God, get closer to the universe, get closer to whatever your higher connection is. Because your best friend is there helping you. This even says your spiritual friend. I like that too. And it also opens up, it gives you an ability to be vulnerable to somebody. Vulnerable to somebody. Now, I mean real best friends. Now, I'm not saying cover your eyes up and get a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm not saying that. Y'all know Ben, the Benjamin Adventures, I told y'all a long time ago, I only want to help who God puts in my way to help. I only want to do what I'm supposed to do because God told me to do it. I don't want to just get out here and do whatever it is all willy-nilly and freestyling it. I ain't doing that. Because those best friends, TikTok, guess what? Those best friends that you're helping, they not the ones. If you're vulnerable to those best friends, they're not the ones, because guess what? They're going to hurt you. Because you ain't paying attention of what you're looking for. A best friend helps you focus on shared values. A best friend helps you understand sometimes you have the same beliefs, sometimes you have different beliefs, but they're still the same thing of a friendship. You're still there together. You're still there together. And the same thing, committed to compassion, to empathy, a commitment of personal growth to each other to get better. I don't know about you, but I want a best friend that wants me to get better. I want a best friend that I see's building. I want a best friend that I'm helping them get better and succeed and learn to make sure they're in the prayer walk the right way and in the meditation walk the right way and making sure they're lifting people up the right way. I don't want a best friend that don't do that. Y'all better see something else. But listen, when we talk about God and things like that, you know what? I want you to see God in me. And I want to see God in you, TikTok. If I don't see God in you, there's no reason we should even be talking. There's no reason we should even be talking. If you don't see God in me and the things I share and in my smile and in my everyday personal life, personal walk, I've done something wrong and I missed the mark. But it says a spiritual friend, a best friend should have, guess what? Reflection of God's love towards you. What? A spiritual friend, a best friend should and could be seen as a reflection of God's love and grace guiding you toward a more fulfilling and meaningful life. That's good, y'all. That's good. That's real good. I don't know about y'all, but I want to be that best friend to people. I want to be that best friend to people that helps people move forward. You know, I'm looking on Google right here, y'all. Because I do love doing this, and it says, here's a little example of various religions and how they view spiritual friendships, best friends, and all that. And it says here in Christianity, Jesus is often seen as an ultimate example of a best friend. Please, some of y'all don't even know what the story is. Jesus is often seen as the ultimate example of a best friend. And here in Islam, it says, good friends are those who guide you toward the right path and to accept your imperfections. TikTok, that's good right there. And all this stuff is free. All you got to do is research this stuff to make sure you're on the right path. You sit down, you meditate, you pray about what you want to think about, what you want to talk about. You pray about who you need to talk to and what you need to talk to them about. Best friends are beyond surface level. TikTok, I say best friends are beyond surface level. Deeper and more meaningful connections is what I'm talking about a best friend is. So you say, why? You say, why do you call yourself your best friend, Ben? This is why. Because I have decided I'm going to be there for the people I'm supposed to be there for. Listen, I'm very lucky of the best friends that I have in the worldly way right now because my best friends look out for me. If your best friends ain't looking out for you, they probably ain't the right ones. If your best friends don't support you, they're probably not the right ones. Are you praying about things? Are you praying for your friends? Are you praying and sending good things to your friends? We can't get better if we don't take care of each other. Look, I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know who needs to hear this. But for me, I'm grateful to know that my true best friends, I know that they want to see me succeed. I know they want to see me go to the next level. I know. I mean, some of y'all are lucky enough to have me as your hairdresser, and when you come to me and you're around me in my chair, I want to get the most and push the most and just encourage you the most that I possibly can. Matter of fact, what I want to say is this: if anybody you are around isn't pushing you forward and holding you to a higher standard than what you're doing, you don't need to be around them. If who you are around does not bring you joy, and who you're around does not mean you going forward, well, you might need to change who you're around. TikTok, that's good right there. That's good. If the people around you aren't creating a better path for you to be on, aren't supporting the path you're on, you don't need to be around them. If your family members, your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, your husband, your ex-husband, whatever, your brother-in-law, sister-in-law, if they're not supporting you, you don't need to be around them. I said that. Little old Ben, your best friend Ben, the Benjamin Adventures, TikTok, it's the truth. I'm telling you, if people aren't supporting you and want you to get better, get away from them. Oh, Ben, it's hard to do that, you say. It's hard to do that, you say. No, it's not hard to do it. You just got to do it. You need to pray about it. And when the time is right, you need to break the chain and you need to go forward. When the time is right, you need to walk away. Y'all, that's just what I'm saying. You can't become better and you can't grow into a better position that you're supposed to be in if you letting your surroundings tear you down. And I knew that before I even went through life coach certification. But it took me a long time to understand and realize that. It took me a long time to realize that. But I shared something on one of my social media things the other day, and basically something like, it was like a little thing, and it was like breaking like this, and it was pulling a chain apart. About breaking those chains in those situations, and all that stuff stops here. You can make those generational curses and chains. You can make them stop. You can break them. It's up to you. We make our own paths. We choose our own destiny. We do what we're supposed to do. But you hold yourself back. But I'm not doing that no more. So I encourage you to find what your next step is. I encourage you to surround yourself with your best friends and your friends and the friends that are supporting you, helping you get bigger, helping you get better. Those are the people that you need to be around. If you go to work tomorrow, there's somebody in your office or in your cubicle or in your whatever that's always bringing you down, you better get to the office somewhere and say, hey, listen, I need to be moved. Yeah. You go work on the cash register over there at Sam's Club, hey, that's fine. Because if cashier number 5 is who's holding you back and causing you problems and pulling you down, you better ask to move. This is easy as that. Because I'm here to tell you this. You better get out of my way. Because your best friend being here is only for you to get better. It's only to you to get better, to grow, and become better. Because I got goals to come. I got goals to achieve. I got things to win. And listen, it's only getting better. Listen, I'm just on here having a good time. I'm on here to encourage your friends to encourage you more. I'm behind this camera today, TikTok, to encourage you to be a better friend. I heard some crickets when I said that. Be a better wife. Be a better husband. Be a better kid to your family, to your friends, to your mom and dad. I mean, that's all I got to say. I love y'all and appreciate y'all, and I'm so glad y'all jump on here with me. I know sometimes I ramble and carry on, but tonight it was important for me to talk about friends, best friends, and make sure you got a good best friend. What's up, TikTok? I see you over there. I see it. Thanks for flipping through and do whatever you do. Listen, I need y'all to like, share, comment on my pages. I need you to share my pages to your friends. I need you to share some of these videos. If I touched you in some way to repay me, you need to share it to somebody else, because you can touch somebody else just by sharing something. I'm not here to become social media famous. I got a job. I just want to help people. I want to help people, and I can't help them in my own home. I can't just sit here and help them at my day job. This is what I'm here for, to help everybody. I love you and appreciate you. Reach out tomorrow, tonight. Text somebody. I appreciate you. Text somebody. I love you. Text somebody. Say, hey, thanks for buying me a soda yesterday. Be supportive. Be encouraging. Y'all, that's a lot. Get around and find you a crowd of people that, guess what, helps you grow closer to God or a higher power. Helps you get, somebody that helps you get a spiritual connection to whatever. Now, don't come around here acting stupid. Y'all know what I mean. Why not? You got nothing else to do. Listen, I love y'all and appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in for me. This is a late night. It's Tuesday, July 1st. Happy July 1st. Listen, I love and appreciate you. Thank you all so much for tuning in with me, because tonight I had a great time, and it is all about having a good time. It's all about doing all the things we have to do, and it gives me life to see you here with me. Listen, I love you and appreciate you. Let me see which camera I'm looking at here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the things you do. Thanks for sending stars. Thanks for saying hello. Wanda, I love you. Thank you for being a great friend to me, Wanda. I see you right there. I love you and appreciate you. You give me life. Be around the people that encourage you. Be around the people that give back to you what you give. Be a reflection of God's love to people. That was good right there. I want you to see something better in me, and I want to see something better in you. I love you and appreciate you. Until next time, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're watching these videos from, thank you again for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of something better. I am your best friend, Ben, and these are the Benjamin Adventures. We will see you soon. I love you and appreciate you. Love, peace, and power from within.